Crap. Apple Bloom's birthday is next month? Sorry, Bloom, but this changeling is broke. I'll catch you next year. It's been a while since we've had a comic featuring Big Macintosh. Almost 2 years to be exact. And this month, Friends Forever puts him back in the spotlight along with Twilight Sparkle? Well, that's interesting. I've always wondered what a Friends Forever issue with Big Mac would be like, since most of the stories in this series revolve around interactions between the starring characters, and Mac isn't the most social stallion around. In this issue, Twilight has become overwhelmed with her work, and the stress has driven her to the point where all she can think about is the massive amount of problems that she has to solve. In an effort to find some solution to this, she decides to see how other ponies deal with handling this big of a workload, and who better to ask than Big Macintosh? So what's good? Well, Twilight definitely steals the show in the first half. She tackles her problem in a way that you'd expect, and in true Twilight Sparkle fashion, she takes it a little too far. I mean, who else would write extensive notes on the daily routine of a local farmhand? The story starts off with a feeling Pinky Keen vibe with a hint of Lesson Zero, and the adorable way Twilight studies Big Mac is where a lot of the issue's best jokes comes from. Seriously, read the notes that she takes. You won't be disappointed. Once we literally get inside Big Mac's head though, it's his time to shine, or rather the different parts of him. Among others, there's Helpful Mac, Smart Mac, Curious Mac, and Talkative Mac, who of course is a lot smaller than the others. The way they interact with Twilight and each other brings a lot of life to the second half, and they help to introduce a very interesting idea that the story has. Everyone's mind is different based on who they are, and the way they organize their thoughts varies from person to person, or in this case, pony to pony. I really enjoyed this concept, and it's cool to see the differences between Big Mac and Twilight's minds. Then there's the strong moral the issue presents on handling lots of work. It's better to focus on one problem at a time, rather than tackle everything at once, and if the stress ever becomes too much to handle, it's best to just take a break and come back with a clear mind. This is a lesson that I think anyone of any age can resonate with, especially adults. So what's not so good? Well, this isn't really a problem that I have, but it's something that potential readers should be aware of. I mentioned before that the first half of the comic is reminiscent of Feeling Pinky Keen and Lesson Zero, and for some people that could be a turnoff, as it could be seen as a rehash of those episodes. I personally think the story has enough original material to set itself apart, but it's something to keep in mind. And my nitpick of the day is that while this issue was done by Brenda Hickey, I could not find an anime reference anywhere in this issue. Unless of course there was a reference to a series I'm not familiar with, or I just suck at looking for stuff. So if you did find a reference, let me know in the comments. Friends Forever 17 was an issue that I loved from beginning to end, and I'd easily consider it one of my favorites in the series. If you love Adorkable Twilight, Big Mac, or both, you should definitely pick this one up. Next month, Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy attend the class reunion and... Wait, didn't Rainbow Dash drop out? Can dropouts attend class reunions? So, what did you think of Friends Forever 17? Let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Tumblr, and consider supporting me on PayPal through art commissions or donations. Until next time, keep it sketchy, folks.